My name is Antonio Pena from ECE 495 Group 3. Today, October 1st, is the second of our series on video updates to our Update2 project. Since the last video update, our group has been busy completing research topics that we had discussed. The topics included launching mechanisms, DC motors, power supplies, algorithms, and other strategies, and useful electronics for motors and drives. We have also completed our concept generations by brainstorming. For this, each member drew a concept that they would like to see built, and we included some of the major components that we found during research. We've also completed the criteria evaluation matrix based on the necessary components that we acquired during research. To date, technical problems that we have been confronted with have been stress points on our robots and converting torque and power to find a motor from each manufacturer. We have been able to convert the torque to different units to compare different motors and prices, but we have not built anything, so we haven't evaluated any stress points that could be on our robot. During our brainstorming, many ideas were generated on how the robot could be built. A lot of this came from the research that we had. One such example was the use of compressed air. Early on, we had dismissed this idea for its complexity, but it was used in a design, and using the compressed air eliminated 3 other components. Another idea that the group had was using a continuous rotation servo motor as opposed to the motor that we had been using. This would allow us to rotate 360 degrees as opposed to the 170 degrees that we had on our current servo. We're also looking into tic-tac-toe algorithms and studies that have been done on strategies for tic-tac-toe. In the coming weeks, as we build our design, we'll be faced with many other challenges that we haven't faced yet. One of which will be the building of the robot. We will need to evaluate stress on certain points of the robot. We'll also need to evaluate the control and the AI involved, as well as electronics that will be used. The next week's difficulty begins as we begin gathering the parts needed for our design. When we combine all our designs into a single model, we will need to purchase and collect all materials for that robot. This will bring with it wait time and other unforeseen problems. Currently, we have a barrel and some of the minor electronics needed. In the next week, we will be ordering our launching mechanism, our motors, and begin piecing this robot together. We'll also be challenged with the implementation of a tic-tac-toe algorithm and the inclusion of the pin-tac-toe rules. Given we spent a large portion of our time on research and brainstorming ideas, we'll be able to evaluate all of the ideas on their effectiveness and how well they solve the problem. This will ensure that when the prototype is due later this month, that we will have a full functioning, successful pin-tac-toe robot. Though our group has been working primarily individually or in pairs to complete the specific documentation due, we have met toward the end of the week to collaborate on what we have found. This collaboration has allowed us to include everybody and have everyone contribute to the final product. We expect this same mentality to continue throughout the build process. That way we can all have a say-so in the robot. Thank you for viewing our video update. We will have more information as it comes available through other video updates.